Hi, welcome to another junior algebra video. We do a second video on substitution with some slightly harder questions. You know substitution involves the replacement of one thing for another. In mathematics, we're going to replace the variable or the letters with a number and then use it to calculate an answer. Right, let's get going. So here's example 1. Given a is equal to the number 7 and b is equal to the number 3, we're going to calculate the value of the expression ab over a plus b. Now, we've got this expression ab over a plus b. Now, on the top, ab is a times b, because any two letters or three that don't have a times, we just don't put the times in the middle. Now, we've told that a is equal to 7, so I'm going to substitute every time I see an a, I'm going to replace it with 7. We're told b is equal to 3, so every time I see a b, I'm going to substitute in the number 3. So on the top of the fraction, we've got 7 times 3, and on the bottom of the fraction, we've got 7 plus 3. So we've got 21 on the top and 10 on the bottom, so our answer is 21 over 10. Now that's a perfectly fine answer, but it is improper, top heavy, and some students might prefer to write it as 2 whole and 1/10. That's also a good answer. But if some of you had chosen to use your calculator, you would have got a decimal 2.1. Now I'd like to warn you all, because eventually you will all be using calculators, that when you use a calculator to solve fractions like this, you must use brackets. If you've got more than one thing on the top and more than one thing on the bottom, please put everything inside brackets with the divide in the middle. So here I'm going to go bracket 7 times 3, close bracket, divide, open up a new bracket, 7 plus 3, close bracket, and that gives me the correct answer of 2.1 or 2 1/10 or 21 over 10. Right, example 2. Given x is equal to the number -5 and y is equal to 3, calculate the value of the expression x times brackets x plus y. So here's our expression x bracket x plus y. You know a number out the front in front of brackets means to times, so it's x times bracket x plus y. We were told that x is equal to -5, so there are two x's in my expression that I'm going to substitute in for -5. And you were told y is equal to 3, and there's a y there which I'm going to replace with 3, and we're just going to calculate the value of that. Now if you're doing it by hand, in your brain, you need to do BEDMAS first. -5 plus 3 makes -2. Then we can times by the -5 out the front, and two negatives make a positive, giving us positive 10 or just 10. If you're using your calculator, please be mindful you know where the negative button is. Most calculators have the negative inside some brackets, and you need to type it in like this. You need to go negative, push your negative button, then type in 5, then go multiply, then open up your left bracket and go negative again, 5, and then go plus 3, and then close your bracket, and you will get the answer of 10. Right, example 3. Given m is equal to 3 and n is equal to 5, your job is to calculate the value of this yucky expression 2 times m cubed minus n squared. So here's our expression, 2 times m cubed minus n squared. Now, m cubed means m times m times m, and n squared means n times n. So this is what it looks like. It looks like this, 2 times m times m times m minus n times n. Now, m is 3, so let's replace all the m's with 3. N is 5, let's replace all the n's with 5. And let's work out the value of this. 2 times 3 times 3 times 3 is 54, minus 5 times 5, which is 25. 54 minus 25 is the answer, which is 29. If you're using a calculator, please use your power button. 2 times 3 to the power of 3 minus 5 squared. Great, thanks very much for watching.